looks like back into the sled now. Matthew Hurst out of Pemberton, Pennsylvania. From Nicole City, Pennsylvania, 1987 Freightliner running the cat. Definitely checked old rod bearing. Alrighty, got the green lights on the sled. Fire that V8 up. Frank told me it's her first time driving it. The ladies cheer her on. I had to talk to her a little bit earlier to see. Nice young lady. Not bad for her first time. Yeah, give her a round of applause. She didn't want to break it. Sponsors, we thank each and every one of you all. We appreciate all of our fans coming out tonight. It's been a great evening here in Easton, Maryland at the Untitled Showgrounds. Don't forget to come see us at the Steam Show July 11th through the 14th, and the following Friday night, the 19th, we'll be back here with the East Coast Pro Pulling League. And again, November 2nd for the Shore Good Truck Show. Mr. Hank Oster, rapper. Oh, not good. We'll have the distance for you here in the short bit.
Harold. Never seen Harold pull before. So Harold has the option at the end of this hook to accept it or reject it. He's got the green flags. He'll tighten up the chain. We'll go over for you a little bit later how the weight transfer works. Okay. So we'll find out if Johnson's going to take that. The other thing that we're not certain of is if the sled is set.
Pullers, Wild Street Diesel, please make your way to the starting lineup. We had a distance for Jansen of 314.31 feet.
All right, folks, well, if you've never been here before, Mr. Fessler had 2 attempts to move the sled. So that was his first attempt. The sled, I'll leave him hooked up. The sled will pull him back. And this is their 3rd or 4th year.
Darren, I know you're keeping track down there. I just got the word on the Street Diesel side. The sled is set and Jansen is keeping his pull. That was 314.31 feet.
All right. How about a round of applause for Mark? That's it for tonight. Maybe a little bit too much gear tonight, but you never know. Early in the class, they don't know how this track.
36.62 feet. And that first one there, Darren, was 314.31.
Okay, that's that for Josh Brown. James Huber is up next, and if nothing else, James will give us a good idea if the sled's right. Hey! We're mixing up mechanical pumps and electronic motors. This is an electronic motor truck. At this level of pulling, the small Preston, Maryland 1997 Ford. Folks, I've seen this truck run. They light the sled a little bit. I think Dwayne down there with the green flag is going to have to back up. Get ready. There we go.
Distance for Jimmy Hall of 290.60. We got a distance for TJ of 278.90. 278.90.
All right, still leading on that side. Ashley Hassler. Dakota. I think he'll be pretty happy with that one.
0.64 feet, 254.64.
All right, Patrick Bye from Nottingham.
You got that right. Distance of 305.15 feet. 305.15. 91.42. 291.42 feet.
That kind of shakes up the order, Russ. I believe he's about third now. Here we go, Nelson McCall. About a round of applause for Nelson. If you're a trucker out there. Here we go on the semi side. Distance to beat 305 of Patrick 5. Hey, how about a round of applause for Mr. Getz?
On the street diesel side, we got a new leader with Nate Rupp at a distance of 300.
I'm guessing it's a brother to Nate Rupp, maybe. Here we go, Jamie Easton from Maryland. Tough luck for Jamie. Got on it maybe a little too strong. Lots of horsepower there.
We had a distance for Austin Yingling of 200.
Here we go, Paul Rohrbach from Alberta. Got under the charger there a little bit. Swinging for the bleachers, folks. These are speed sleds. Once we settle in here a little bit before it gets dark, we'll go over how the sled works. Here you go, folks. Colgate, cab over Marvin. How about a round of applause for Colgate?
All right, on the street diesel side, we had a distance for Dustin of 323.08 feet. We got a distance for Lyndall Steiner of 322.46. 322.46.
Do we have a new leader?
We got a new leader.
Not sure who's driving the inconvenience tonight. Here we go, green flag for Harold Live, Mount Joy.
We got a distance for Aaron on the street diesel side of 313.
See if they made some changes. This truck does run.
We got a distance for Trevor of 308.30 feet, 308.30.
All right, he gets another try because we started over. Bachelor, did you put fuel filters in it? Seems like you're in it. Andy, help me out, right? We're up to Andrew Weaver, Mount Pleasant Hills. Folks, we're a little over. That's it. We're over halfway. All right, folks, they'll get that sorted out and they'll be back another day for sure. Probably be here in July if you come, or if you come to fair, come back here to Feast of the East in August.
Harold had a distance of 245.60, 245.60.
Okay, here we go with Josh Brown.
We got a distance for Josh Brown of 250. We got a distance for Lamar Hoover of 307.32 feet, 307.32.
To the track. Gotta be 328 of James Huber. Okay, he backed out of it before 100 feet. Now that's the guy there that looks like an airplane control dude running around the front of the truck. That's his call. He backed out.
Hey, Darren.
Yes, sir.
I just want to give you a heads up there. Some of the folks in the street diesel side signed up online, but they did not show up, so you'll need to pay attention to the trucks coming in. So you'll probably be skipping over some on the list.
If you saw that, he walked it out that time, was patient on it, and might have been a little aggressive on his gear. tire. They're running a regular transmission. A lot of max 5 speed. Green flag for Jerry Martin, Ephrata. Truck they call the Inconvenience. Up next. Watch his left front. There we go. Albert Brown, Leonardtown, V8 Mac. He calls it Back in Black. Go down the track and it didn't all.
On here about 10 inches square. You can tell a KT engine as soon as you walk up to it. They used them in generators, you name it. But the truck engine in front of you is the equivalent of a 427 Ford side oiler. It's just about as hard to find as something like that, or a 427 435 horse big block Chevy with 3 carburetors sitting on it with the triangle air cleaner. It's become that collectible. It's worth a small fortune. This fans in this engine are going to go from 0 upward at 53 mile an hour. They're going to stop at 0 and go 53 mile an hour back down. 53 mile an hour on the piston travel. From 0 to 53, 0 and back down. You have to wonder what holds them together. That couldn't find a truck to suit their needs, and White Motor Company bought them in about 65 and lost them in about 75 or so. So it went Freightliner, White Freightliner, and back to Freightliner. This one's called Inconvenience. Went through 93. It's got the 998 cubic inch V8 Mac under the hood. It's got 4-cylinder heads, and boy is it rare. Albert Brown with Back in Black. Because Hank is a handle. An old friend of the family named him Hank. What's Hank's given name? This thing's called Scrapper. And it's a points champion truck. It's number 4 in current points, former points champion. Hand for Hank Ozer out of Salisbury, Pennsylvania. He's the heavy haul towing equipment company man. Put that thing together. That was a rollover time. Hey fans, how about a hand for Ellie Streaker? She's not pulling for points, but she's having a lot of fun with that Freightliner sporting to Detroit. It's called the Dark Horse. Ellie Streaker's from Westminster, Maryland. Because we only hear about the bad ones. And we'll spend tens of thousands on the bad ones and forget about the good ones. All right, Peterbilt fans. The first year for Peterbilt. Out of Denton, Texas. It was 1947, I believe. No, 1939. This one's called Pressure Time. Not bad. How about a hand for him? Much better than the first time when he couldn't get hooked up. With clamshell fenders and 414 cubic inches of Putton 2-cylinder. Here's the final semi, Big Mo from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. It's a sharp-looking 9900 Series International.
Got the green lights on the set, got the green flag, Mr. Dave Green out of Delta, Pennsylvania. Pressure time. Running a Peterbilt with a big old KTA Cummins in it. 1,100 cubic inches. From there for the Peterbilt with Mr. Dave Green. All this pressure time. We will get word from track
I'd like to remind everybody that food is still available. We have the sub shop, our Hunter's Kitchen and Camp, and our Burger Kitchen are all still operational. We are also featuring freshly roasted peanuts directly opposite the Burger Kitchen. Let us not forget to save room for dessert. Our friends at Nice Farms Creamery have homemade ice cream located behind the kitchens. We also have
Not too bad a job. Alrighty, next truck up is Mr. Scrappy himself, Mr. Hank Olster out of Salisbury, Pennsylvania. International 9900i with a C15 tax. Nice run for Mr. Hank. Salisbury, Pennsylvania, and Sally is up there. Heavy tow truck operator. Albert Brown is back in the sled now with a Superliner bag called the Back in Black. Out of Easton, Pennsylvania, up there. Harrisburg, New York, there along I-83. Been pulling 20 plus years. Down here tonight with his wife Kendra. If you were here back in April, we got to see and check the rod bearings going this end of the track. That thing ran wide open for quite a while.